Most dealers sign an AI vendor contract and hope for the best. That is not a strategy. That is a prayer. Man, think about that for a second. We're living in this wild time where AI is literally the hottest buzzword in the business world, and yet so many organizations are deploying it with absolutely zero structure. They just flip a switch, cross their fingers, and hope the magic software does its job. Well, today we're putting an end to that. Welcome to today's Explainer. I'm super excited you're here because we've got a critical mission briefing on how to actually survive and thrive when you integrate enterprise AI into your business. We're diving into this incredible source document called the Universal Automotive AI Vendor Checklist. And look, while this is built for the high-stakes, fast-paced world of automotive dealerships, the reality is that the lessons here apply perfectly to any brick-and-mortar business trying to bring AI into their daily operations. All right, so here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with hope is not a strategy, then hit phase 1, alignment and security, phase 2, culture and training, phase 3, the pilot launch, and finally, wrap it up with the ultimate vendor scorecard. Let's jump in. Part 1, hope is not a strategy. Look, buying AI blindly, that's just a wildly expensive, chaotic mistake. Vendors are going to sell you on all this shiny vendor speak, seamless integration, smart AI, instant ROI, like it's some kind of magic wand. But if you've ever lived through a botched software rollout, you know the absolute headache that causes. The gritty, actual work to make AI function safely involves heavy lifting. We're talking SOC 2 compliance to protect your data, rigorous CRM data hygiene, and strict multi-factor authentication enforcement. So, to cut through that vendor fluff and execute the real work, our source document breaks it down into 3 specific phases: pre-launch alignment, culture readiness, and the pilot launch. Think of this checklist as your ultimate antidote to vendor incompetence. If they can't pass these checkpoints, no way should they be touching your company's data. Moving right along to phase 1, alignment and security. Okay, before you even flip a switch, before the AI sends a single text to a customer, you've got to bolt down some foundational guardrails. Success here starts with a hyper-focused scope. You can't just unleash AI on the whole business at once. It's just a recipe for disaster. You got to define concrete metrics. Are we looking to boost show rates or maybe slash chat abandonment? Pick one single initial use case, like, say, just handling after-hour scheduling. And maybe the most crucial part, assign a real internal project lead. AI doesn't just manage itself, right? It needs actual human ownership and a rock-solid, strict pilot timeline. And then there's the compliance and IT security side. The sheer weight of the legal stakes here is massive. You absolutely have to verify TCPA compliance so you aren't getting slapped with lawsuits over automated texts. The AI must explicitly identify itself, no pretending to be a real human ever. Customers need a clear, fast path to actual human staff. Plus, you need MFA enforced everywhere, proper SOC 2 documentation from the vendor, and a fully documented emergency fallback plan. Basically, if the system totally crashes, how do you instantly revert to human-only mode? The stakes are just too high to wing it. But hey, all that security means absolutely nothing if the system wrecks your current tech stack. Integration readiness is simply non-negotiable. Stable data routing, real-time inventory sync, and blocking duplicate leads, this AI has to play nice with your CRM and your website. Because if it doesn't catch duplicates during automated data entry, it's just going to corrupt your entire database and create a massive mess for your team. All right. On to phase 2, culture and training. Now we're shifting gears completely from the software over to the actual people working in your store. Look, if you just drop a bot on them out of nowhere, your staff will instantly panic, thinking their jobs are on the chopping block. So, frame your internal communication around this exact definition. AI is a digital assistant designed to support dealership staff, not replace them. Getting that internal buy-in by lowering everyone's blood pressure, that's half the battle right there. But guess what? You also have to train the AI itself. And AI is really only as smart as the local knowledge you spoon-feed it. You've got to build out a playbook, upload your specific store hours, local rules, OEM incentives. You need to set hard triggers for human handoff, like if the bot detects a frustrated customer using negative language. You've got to revise your standard operating procedures, run live pre-launch QA testing with your managers, and establish a weekly cadence to review how those AI conversations are actually going. It's a lot of prep, for sure, but it's absolutely vital. Next up, phase 3, the pilot launch. I really want to emphasize something here. Launch day is not the finish line. It's a highly tactical operation that requires hawk-like monitoring. For your launch day checklist, you focus on one single department. You run final end-to-end tests on booking accuracy. You literally sit there and stare at the live dashboards to confirm interaction data is actually capturing correctly. And this is huge. You assign backup human support for those initial hours. Because if the AI hallucinates or glitches out, you need a human right there, ready to grab the steering wheel. And remember, governance is an ongoing commitment. In week 1, you're doing a deep dive on metrics and KPIs, checking for any missed handoffs. By month 1, it's all about optimization and refreshing the scripts based on how real customers are actually chatting. Then, hitting quarter 1, you need a massive data audit to verify compliance. This timeline really paints the picture of what it takes to keep this tech from just totally going off the rails over time. Finally, part 5, the ultimate vendor scorecard. Okay, this is it. This is where those vague vendor promises go to die, completely replaced by ruthless, hard data. These are the exact, non-negotiable targets every business should be demanding from their AI partner. Response times under 15 seconds. Appointment booking accuracy over 95%. Let's zoom in on a few of these heavy hitters. First up, 99.9%. That is your system uptime target. We are talking about virtually flawless, always-on reliability. Think about it. If your AI handles your after-hours scheduling and it goes dark, you're literally bleeding revenue. Anything short of 99.9% uptime is just totally unacceptable for a serious enterprise operation. Next, 90%. That's the bar for human escalation accuracy. When a customer gets annoyed, or if a pricing dispute gets way too complex for the bot, the AI must hand that chat over to a real person, with the full context intact at least 90% of the time. We've all been trapped in one of those automated customer service doom loops, right? It's infuriating, and it absolutely destroys your brand. And 98%. Honestly, this might be the most critical metric for your day-to-day sanity. 98% CRM logging accuracy. Every single data entry, every conversation log pushed by the AI into your CRM needs to be near perfect. Because if that accuracy drops to, say, 90%, your sales and service teams are going to waste hours of their day cleaning up garbage data, completely wiping out whatever efficiency the AI was supposed to give you in the first place. Now, what I absolutely love about this source material is that the author puts their money right where their mouth is. They openly invite anyone who's struggling with this playbook to just reach out. If you hit a wall trying to get your vendor to agree to these hardcore standards, you can text the author directly at 630-290-1319. Seriously, that's a real number. You almost never see that level of genuine support and accessibility from an industry expert. Which brings us to one final critical thought. We've walked through the intense security needs, the internal culture training, the pilot guardrails, and that completely ruthless scorecard. So I want to leave you with this. If your AI vendor can't pass this test, are they really ready for your business? Take this checklist, demand real accountability, and please don't let hope be your only strategy. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.